And we're live. I actually have an hour or two today, which is unusual at this time. Yes, I love how YouTube now notifies me when I go live. You're live. No, really, I haven't noticed. I need to shave. Oh well. So, anyways, whoa, what the hell just happened? Um, yeah. We need to open this up so I can see the chat. Not that anyone's going to come in here in the middle of the afternoon. Oh, turn the sound off. Pop out chat. Pop out chat. Wish it would let you do all this stuff beforehand. Tanner, starting to look at a helicopter. Yeah, Tanner, it does look like a helicopter. I don't know why you're making a ripcord. Whatever. Whatever floats his boat. I guess. Or helicopter and that thing. You know what I'm talking about? Tanner 3D is modeling and printing a helicopter. Cool. Anyway. So. I am going to empty the trash. Empty trash. What else is on Twitter? Maya is still printing 3D printing filament. She prints her own filament. I don't know how she gets to actually do that, but sure. And what's going on in the Facebook world before I start ignoring it all? Because I'm going to start ignoring it all. Eversource. Who cares about Eversource? Advertising more crap that we don't need. All right. So, let us fire up ZbrushCore. I already started this. I'm on ZbrushCore. Oh. Uh-oh. Why is it freaking out? Get that over there. Tuck this over here. Down just a little bit so I can see the chat if anyone shows up. Not today, well, this time of day. Open file. And I'm Z-sphering a dragon. A baby dragon. I don't know how it's going to work because I really don't know what to do with it now. Something about adaptive skin preview. Oh, check it out. Looks like a lizard, which is kind of what it's supposed to look like. That's a good base. Make adaptive skin. Okay, not sure. Not really sure what I'm doing here, but okay. I wish the zoom tool would work off my mouse like normal things do. What I don't like about ZBrush is the whole moving is not standard with everything else. do the move tool. Move this up, move this back, move this in, move this up, make it look more like a dragon leg. This is supposed to be a dragon in the long run. So we're just pushing and pulling stuff around. Probably should have made it bigger, but I'm not even using my pen yet. Oh boy. Let's see, shift. Too many weirdo controls. How do I get it to? I don't know. The movement in ZBrush is just backwards to everything else, it seems. They move it direction and it doesn't move in the direction it's supposed to. Too much of this crap having to go on. But anyway, I think I need my tablet. Since I have one, I might as well use it. Right? Right. 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 History watching. All right. Let's see. No more moving. Let's do some inflating and building up. I hate the way this thing reacts. This one, I think I actually have to turn Dynamesh on, don't I? Dynamesh. See, I don't. None of this makes any sense. Or why they have to make it complicated when it really doesn't need to be. Let's see. Let's invert that. I don't know how to invert it on this one. Option, I think, inverts it. Yep. What's everybody doing today? If there's anybody here. Pinch. Let's pinch this right here. Oops. This right here will pinch. And it'll also end up being eyeballs. And let's where's like a regular draw paint? I want to paint. I have no idea what damn standard it is. They don't even name things right. H polish? What is that? Inflate. Move topology. Standard. That's probably what I'm looking for. I didn't even do anything. Why isn't I doing anything? I can't paint straight down. I guess I can. Wasn't that working before? I don't know. Putting some crap down his back, the scaly, spiny, whatever you want to call them. Anybody out there? What's up, Michael Fox? How are you today? Are we having fun yet? What do I have for my mic here? I don't want cameraman. Go away. This thing. I do have this mic set up. Okay. Default HDMI. Okay. Let's go back into ZBrush. There's 3-hole watching. Going to clean on a bench. Sounded good. Good to hear. I hate that you can't move it proper like. Not sure I'm liking what I'm doing right there. I think I need to increase the draw size right here. Shell that all out a little. Do some rear muscle on the upper arm. Build up the shoulder. And all that good stuff. If I option right here, I can go right there, and that should take a little out. What's up, Mikey? Mr. Wiley? What kind of hole? hour or two where I can play, so I'm guessing H, whatever that was flattened. I want to do right here. All right, that's a good start. It's not great, but let's go to the back one. I hate not being able to use my mouse to do that kind of movements, but that's life. Let's do a little clay build up first. I'm going to build all this up. Then we'll actually do some, whatever it is. Not move. Where is it? Standard, I think it was called. Inch standard. Build all this up around the leg. All this up. Build some of this out. Okay, why isn't it building up right there? Let's see, this is smooth if I remember correctly. Yeah, what's up, Michael Castle? How is life? Let's see how to make them more dragony. Not shift option. I want to go in here a little. Poopy. My dragon's poopy. It is kind of poopy, but that's all right. Yeah, there's 3 here and there. If you guys haven't figured it out, I have really no clue what I'm doing. I'm just playing. Just playing. You guys haven't seen my YouTube. I'm now live on YouTube. Isn't that nice to know? You guys haven't seen my, here, I'll even let you see it. Twitter, down here. I did a t-shirt. A couple of t-shirts. You can, actually, let's just go there and see how this is all working. I did Teespring. If you guys haven't known, both of my parents are very elderly, in their 80s and 90s. And my father's been extremely sick. My mother's not been well for a while, and my father got extremely sick about a month and a half ago. And has been in and out of the hospital and old folks' homes. Anyways, kind of running short on money. So instead of begging for money or doing the Patreon thing, which is kind of begging for money, I designed some t-shirts. Check it out. Don't you think that's the ultimate 3D printing office? Isn't that funny? So if you want to help me out, you can buy a t-shirt. What's up? And that's a cool t-shirt, I think. I thought that was a cool idea. You can get it all kinds of colors. And I have a logo mug and a logo t-shirt and long sleeve shirts. So instead of just begging people for money like others have done, I figured I'd see if I could sell some t-shirts. I think I got it set up so I make like $3 or $5 or something per t-shirt. They're not cheap to have done, but if it can help me keep, I end up going to the rest home 3 to 4 times a day, so I really can't work right now because I have to help take care of my father and my mother and bounce back and forth. Blah blah blah. Wine snivel, bitch moan. You guys don't need to hear all the bullshit of it, but pardon my French. But how does that look on the truckle? I kind of like that. And the blue. Actually, I think I like this one better. Nope. There's my logo t-shirt, and there's some sweatshirts and t-shirts and mugs and whatever. I love this t-shirt. This thing's funny as crap. And it's like every man's dream 3D printing shop. I shouldn't have said office. Ultimate 3D printing space. I should have put, oh well, it's office now. You can't see it? It should be able to. Or did I go back to the regular camera? Oh, I did. Dumbass. Share screen. Share. There you go. Now you should be able to see it. You can get a t-shirt. I need some t-shirts to do my streams. Geez, all that time I was going over all this crap, you guys couldn't even see it. Isn't that a cool t-shirt? You can get it all bunches of colors. I'm glad you said something, Mike. I didn't even realize you couldn't see it. I thought I still had the screen share on. Here's my logo t-shirt. It's on white. You can get that in a bunch of different colors too. I don't know if I like that green with the red. That's kind of bold. That's actually pretty nice. I think that's the best one is with the purple. Or this charcoal gray. This is a dark gray color, I guess. What does it say it is? It doesn't say the color. Will it pop up and tell you? Nope. Off white, white, green. That's some serious green. Pink. Orange. real green. That orange is like, wow. I wonder if the t-shirt's really that orange. That is some serious caution cone orange, for crying out loud. What's up? How you do it? Do you ever do any more with your little what do you call it? Yeah. Yeah. Speak, Tom. Handrail, end caps. That you were doing. I've been popping on and offline through my iPad, but I'm spending so much time between bouncing here and at home and bouncing to the thing. What's up, Matt Johnson? And a coffee cup. I still think this t-shirt's the best. I came up with this last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was up and I said, this looks like an awesome idea. That is the ultimate 3D printing makerspace. I should have said makerspace instead of office. Oh well. Doing work for a client. How very nice for you. And that's in all the different colors too. I like this one on navy. The orange is, that orange is so sickening bright. It's almost too bright. The black's all right. The blue's cool. The navy blue, I think, is the best for that one. That's my personal taste. I don't know. Anyway, here it is. I don't know how this sticker got in here. It looks stupid, especially for $6. Don't mind that though. Actually, not bad, but holy pinkola. If you haven't noticed, I never actually looked at all of these. I just slapped it up there. So anyway, yep. There it all is. Premium t-shirt for $22.50, I put it. Which isn't, pretty sure I made all of these where I'm making like $4 to $5 and that's it. I'm not trying to get rich off it, but I can use some help. That's actually not bad. That's not terrible. I don't know about the maroon color on the yellow shirt. That's not bad. I kind of like that one. Kind of neat. Yeah, I'm done it right now. Posting the link. Let's see. I gotta go back to the main shop here. Yeah, so anyways, Wayne Snivel bitch moan. I'm a little short on cash. Pretty much copy. Paste. Been trying to take care of my parents. I'm supposed to be back to work by now, but I can't really work and do both with my parents. I'd have to drop one of them. That makes sense. I got two of them, and one of them's living here, but needs help. My father's in the rest home, and I have to go there 3 or 4 times a day. And the good thing about that is it's only a couple miles away. It's very close, but it's still. I usually go there in the morning, lunch, dinner, and then like 8 or 9 o'clock because he is just going bananas in that place, bored stiff. His hands are all shaky, so he can't do anything. I tried to bring him a puzzle. He can't even build the puzzle because his hands are too shaky still. Anyway, I'm I almost want to buy a couple myself. I really like this t-shirt. I think that is awesome. Anyway, who's on Twitter? It's there. If you want a cool t-shirt, buy one. Helps me out. And that is that. Anyone want to jump in here? Yeah. Paste. There's a hangout if anyone wants to come in. Let's go back to work on my dragon. Now that I did my little beggy wine snivel moment. Not great at manipulation in this program yet. Just doesn't seem like second nature to me. I'll be on in a minute, but some stuff. Okay, sure. Whatever. You want to hop in? You're more than welcome to. I guess it's time. How do I add stuff in this program? You know, there's an add items, primitives, sort of sphere. Okay. Now what? Move tool. Let's set it back into his head a little bit. Well, that's not moving the whole thing. How do I move the whole thing? Command Z. Wait. Oh, do move. That would do it. Oh, that's sizing it. I want to move it, not size it. Why is the manipulator like all diagonally screwy like that? So, dragon. I think there's a way I can straighten out the view, but not sure how. I don't use this program a lot. Kind of wanted to make him sleepy. Okay, draw, move. Where's the move typology? How do I make it go back to the dragon? Okay. How do I get back into this and not onto this? And the not that, not that. There we go. Where's the surface? Subtools. Z-sphere. Auto collapse. Whatever that does. Okay, that did something. Not sure how I did it, but why is it flipping it that way? I want it. Never does what it's supposed to. I'm pulling to the side. It should rotate it left, not up or down. If I wanted to go up and down, say I'd go down or down. Why is pulling to the left making it go up or down? When it should go to the left. Like that. That's what I wanted. Some things about this just make no sense to me. Okay, I want this topography. I pull this up. I can pull this forward and down, right? Tell you what, I still find ZBrush easier. I mean, Sculptor's easier than ZBrush. I don't know how everyone does everything in this. Alright, that's sort of what I wanted, except for I don't want that poking through. I want it to look like a sleepy little baby dragon. Nine-hole watching, it says. Very nice for you guys. And let's play with the legs a little bit. Smooth them out a little bit. Let's do a little build up. Inflate will work. Inflate it right here. Give them some leg muscles. It is supposed to be a baby dragon. Eventually, yes, I will put wings on it. He needs wings. If he's a dragon, somehow or another. I want to curl the tail. But I think this thing's in, I don't know how to get rid of perspective there. Local symmetry. How do I get rid of symmetry? Surface. Noise deformation. I don't know what that just did, but sure. Everything seems backwards in this program. Yeah, it didn't work out. Manzy. I hear people. Somebody just jump in here. Oh, Michael. What's up, dude? Not seeing anything but your little icon, though.
Because my camera's not working.
Well, get it working then. To hell.
I'm going to reach over and get my hammer out.
Huh? You're really quiet too.
I'm going to reach out and get my hammer.
I don't know if it's my television's low. No, my television's actually pretty high. I had to get a new TV this week. My TV crapped out. So I bought a cheapo, whatever they're called, Insignia from Best Buy because it was the cheapest thing I could get. Actually, a couple inches smaller than my old one. The picture is not quite as clear, but whatever. Can't afford to spend any more money. How do I get this thing? Why is this thing way over here? I want to. This thing makes this program doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't care. There's people that use this all the time, and I just do not think it's that great. I mean, it's powerful, but it's so much backwards. I want to move this. See, it won't let me rotate it somehow. How do I rotate it? One of these brushes should let me do it. They're only going to let me until I get rid of...
Oh, there we go.
We got a picture? Hey, there we go. We have a picture.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I had the same problem when I was hanging out with Mike online. First time I did a stream.
Oh, well. It is what it is.
How's my sound? Because I'm not sure which microphone I'm using.
It sounds all right. Seems a little quiet to me, but it's hard for me to tell right now because new TV and settings, and I don't know what's right yet. I literally got it.
Does that make any difference?
Oh, that's way louder.
Brought the snowball down off the ceiling.
Turning it down. Google Hangouts. What's up, Derry? Should I bring the little dragon back? Sure. Since I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I make this thing curl?
Use a curling iron on it.
It'll let me go up and down, but it won't let me go side to side. And I think that's because it has telemetry on somewhere, but it's not on. That's telemetry. How do I twist stuff in this thing? Mass, move typology. But again, it'll only let me go up or down. It won't let me go side to side. So I can go up and down, no problem.
Well, I am definitely not the one to tell you how to use that stuff. I'm terrible.
I've actually had this for a really long time, and I just never. I always had Sculptress, which works beautifully for me. And this is supposed to be more powerful, but I don't know. Seems like more of a pain in the butt.
Hey, I'm still bumbling around in Tinkercad.
Yeah, this is different than that stuff. And that's the other thing. When I hit save, just save it. Don't make me. Every time I have to either overwrite the old model. Of course, if I'm hitting save, I want to overwrite the old model. It's just saving the file. I don't know why ZBrush has to be a pain in the butt about that. I don't know why everyone thinks this program's so great. I really don't. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's good, and it's super powerful, but a lot of it's so backwards. can't draw anything and draw it and have it change resolutions. It always ends up, see how it's all blocky? It stays blocky, or I have to increase the resolution of the whole model or decrease the resolution. I can't just do high res in some areas like Sculptors does. Although the new full ZBrush, this is just core, the new full ZBrush has, it's got Sculptors built into it, which allows you to do that. But I really want to curl the tail around. I want to bring the tail around and up front, you know?
Right.
I just am frustrated. Yes. Save. Come on. Replace. That's so stupid. Stop presenting. Get away from that for a minute. Put the tablet away. Oh, I gotta shave.
Yep, me too. Can't tell.
No, not really. Yours isn't that bad. Mine's still really dark is the problem. It's not even that long. It's just real thick and dark.
Don't worry. In time, that too will change.
No, it gets gray as it gets longer. You can see it starting to gray out along the cheek lines.
Yeah, mine pretty much grays from here all the way down around here.
Yeah. Most people I know my age are already like white.
I'm on my way.
How old are you? I'm like, I'm 53. You're like, you haven't turned white yet? It's like, I guess not.
Oh, well, 53. Yeah, mine didn't start until about 4 or 5.
How old am I? 50? What year is this?
19.
Yes,
I had to think a minute.
54. So I'm 54. Tells you where my brain is. I can't think straight.
Well, I got me some T-shirts coming.
Did you order some of my awesome T-shirts?
Yeah. Like I said, I need something besides my work shirts to do streams in.
I like that stupid one. I actually did that because literally like 2 o'clock in the morning last night, I couldn't sleep. And I designed that 3D printing office one.
Yeah, well, hey, that's usually when the best inspirations come.
Yeah, sleeping hasn't come easily for me lately. For those that just showed up, I'll do it one more time because I got to push these things. Share screen. So here's my store. This is still the best one, I think. I love this T-shirt. I need a couple of these. I might actually order a couple myself. It's not doing the right way, but I kind of like this one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I ordered a few of them in various colors. Even got one of them orange ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to know how orange that orange is because look at that.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if it's new television because again, I got a brand new. I mean, it's a cheap television. It's the cheapest one I could find. But that is some serious orange on this TV. I don't know what in real life.
Looks as bright as my safety vests that I have to wear when I'm on the interstate.
Yeah. Oh, what do you work on? What do you do?
Fiber optics.
Oh. People like you used to own my van.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you remember me. I was looking for some parts for my bear build, and Uncle Ron says, "If you know somebody in fiber optics, remember the stiffener? I was looking for a stiffener rod.
Yeah, you can use fiber optics." Like, dude, yeah.
Ron says that, and I'm like,
you play with it all day long.
And then it dawned on me, my splice trailer, I haven't cleaned it up for my last splice job. I'm like, I got about 30 foot of that stuff in the trailer in my trash bag.
I might actually want to steal some of that from you.
Okay, yeah.
Where are you at in the state? Where are you at?
Northwest Kansas.
Oh, so you're halfway across the country.
Yeah.
Still not that much.
Closest one to me is closest one to me is Chris.
Yeah, because that right there, that thing is I'm actually using, those stupid little squeezy picker-upper tools,
Right.
with the bendy. So if you drop something in the dashboard of your car into the vent, you can put that. That's actually what I'm using to keep that stiff.
Yeah.
And it's a little too stiff, I think.
Yeah, and that's what you suggested to me when I asked, and then Uncle Ron popped in, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
there we go. That's perfect.
Yeah, I think the fiber optic's actually a better option. That's almost too stiff. I can hear it sometimes when it's, it's trying to push it out, and when the motors are both trying to pull it the exact opposite, it's resistance against. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like it's struggling.
Yeah,
It's
making the steppers work harder.
Yeah. I mean, I can't run that anyways. That's the other thing is the frickin' power supply blew on that last night. I went to print with it, and it's not blowing. The fan in it shot.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get the fan for it.
Blew out the power supply on my K280 right after I got it put together.
So I wanted to print Chelsea's little unicorn on that big with, because I got a massive nozzle and all that on there.
Yeah.
I was going to print this thing in huge, like twice size.
Right.
Take half the time because it's more than twice the size nozzle and layer height and all that. I mean,
I like that.
Right,
I like that filament color. What is that?
This stuff's wicked. The picture is not showing it as good as it is. It's got a gold glitter in it. It's not silver,
really
like a gold glitter. It's Snow Labs.
Okay, Snow Lab.
Galactic orange, galactic red. It's kind of semi-transparent. It's not as red as the camera showing it.
Right.
It's red, but it's like it's translucent. It's not real bright. It's got kind of an orangey tint to it too, which the camera kind of is showing. I mean, it's not as dark red as this. This is Protopasta's normal everyday red. This has got an orange tint to it.
Yeah,
kind of like. Normally I don't, but with the gold fleck in it, I'm pretty sure.
Like this. This right here, it's got that orange look to it.
Yeah, see that looks more red than this.
Yeah.
Again, I haven't color corrected this TV yet.
Well, I think this here is actually Hatchbox True Red is what they called it.
That's very red. This is not as red. This is more like, I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. I like it. Normally I don't like this shade of red, but with the gold fleck and everything in it, and it's not like super glittery.
I like that sheen that it's got.
Yeah. Well, it's an HTPLA. It's not an PLA, so you can anneal it and all that if you want. Not that I'm going to anneal this stupid little thing. But I mean, this thing's cute. I mean, Chelsea did a nice job on this goofy little unicorn, and I got a friend that I'm sending all kinds of stuff down, which I was going to send like a week ago, and I keep printing stupid little cuties that I'm going to add to the box. So I still haven't sent the box to her. But I don't know. It's good filament. When I actually sent her a box already down to Florida, which got lost in the U.S. mail, and I'll push Snow Labs because of this. And I posted, this is Snow Labs theory. They're kind of a new-ish company. If you did Luby's, it's the company that's selling Luby's little fox, the wolf. The only way to get that wolf model is through Snow Labs. You can buy the model for $2, or you can buy the filament. You can buy that galactic purpley filament that Snow Labs makes and get the model for free. It was one of the deals Luby made with them, or commissioned from them. They commissioned her or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's how I got hooked up with them. But Snow Labs, I printed a cat, her bank cat, out of it. This thing. The problem is I did it on this printer with the big nozzle, and I did 3 layers, 3 shells. Well, the thing about it is it's hollow inside. It's a bank. It's a coin. You can put the coin in the back of the collar here. It's a piggy bank, kitty bank. At 0.8 nozzle with 3 shells, hollow. This is a half a roll right here.
Whoa.
Because it's pretty much solid.
Yeah.
Because there's no infill. It's all shell because it's hollow. So it's all shell all the way through it. This is a better part of or just short of a half a roll. I have a little bit left. Anyways, I shipped one of these down to my friend down in Florida, and USPS lost it. I shipped it in March, and it's still not there. So
Mailman
I put
found
in
puppy
another one,
bite.
posted it on, Twitter, and said, blah, 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 I'm going to ship this down. She never got the other box. And Snow Labs contacted me and said, hey, sorry that, it didn't get there. If you want to buy another roll to help comp for, USPS killing your roll of stuff, we'll give you some money off. So they sent me a one-time shot discount code. So I was like, screw it. I wasn't going to buy it originally because I wasn't going to pay for the shipping. I couldn't. They're free shipping over $50.
Right.
But otherwise it's like $10 for shipping. I'm like, so not only did they give me the discount, but they gave me free shipping. So I got both rolls for like, I don't know, $45 or something, which they're both HTPLAs. They're not cheap.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's not a big discount. I mean, but it was just nice of them. You know what I mean? It's not like, a lot of people are like, that's great customer service. That's not customer service because it was nothing wrong with their product. That's just decent human beings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just good people in a company helping the community out. This is
like Walter talks about all the time whenever he's streaming, that's the biggest thing that since I've gotten into this 3D printing is the community.
Yeah, most of it. It's getting big enough now where some of the slime balls are getting into it.
Oh, like Fill-A-Dry?
Yeah. I reposted his stream on like Facebook and a couple other places.
Right.
And there's people that responded like, "Oh, he's just being a jerk," or I don't remember their exact. I was just like, "Are you daft?" And it's like, they were busting on some of the Walter's comments, some of the things he said, like PLA doesn't absorb moisture. And it's like, we all know it does. He didn't say it doesn't absorb moisture. He just said it
doesn't like to
compared to the other one.
But it will.
Yeah, no, it will. And the way Walter said it was wrong, and I agree. He made it sound like PLA won't absorb moisture. And it's not what he was saying. He was just saying it doesn't absorb moisture as badly as like the nylons and, some of the ones that really, really, you could take PLA in general. I mean, I leave it out all the time here, and I'm right on the shoreline in Connecticut. It's very humid here all the time. Very bad in the summer. But even right now, this is low humidity, and we're at 54% right now. So,
yeah, and I'm the same way. I've got PLA hanging on the walls all over the place that I don't worry about. It's the PET Gs and the nylons and stuff like that I definitely, as soon as I'm done printing with it, it goes back into a bag and fill it full of silica gel.
Well, I got them all in a weather box with the weather type box with the Eva dries, and I can't recommend that enough. I have taken rolls that were like 3-4 years old, and I didn't think I'd ever be able to print with them again. And it takes a while. I put them in the box, just left them on the bottom. A month later, pulled it out, printed with it like it was brand new.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. It takes a month or so for that thing to, completely dry out. That's the other thing. Like, people put them back in the bags, and I love when they ship them with a little desiccant in the middle.
Right.
Because the roll's in the way.
Yeah.
If you vacuum seal the plastic bag around the roll, and then you put that little packet in the middle, it's not drying the filament because it's never going to get anywhere near the filament.
Nope.
It's in the middle of the core.
Yeah.
It should be on the outside somewhere.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I put the roll back in the bag, and then I'll put the 4 or 5 silica gel packets around on the roll, actually touching the filament.
I have a problem with those things too. I use those for years, and don't get me wrong, they work, they help. But and the EverDry is the same thing. It's just hard to tell when they're soaked already. Are they soaked? Are they not soaked? Are they even doing anything anymore? You never know. You can
is that the silica beads that change color? Is that what you're talking about?
The EverDry it's a unit. That's what I like about it. All it is silica beads. Let me show you. It's just silica beads like normal in a little container.
Yeah.
But the heater built in.
Oh, okay.
So once a month, you take it out and you plug it in. And if they turn blue, they're soaked. Plug it in earlier. But I just do it once a month. And you just leave it overnight plugged in. And they turn orange. That's the other thing. I bought the packets that change color, which don't get me wrong, they work. But you never get them back because the only way to dry them is like in the oven or in the microwave. The problem is the way those packets are designed, they'll turn back to the normal color, but the moisture's still inside the packet. It doesn't get it out enough.
Yeah.
So well, after it cools, it absorbs the moisture right back into it again.
Yeah, I ordered some of that silica gel that changes colors, but I ordered it bulk, not in the packets.
But even
my plan is to make a dry box. My plan is to just make a dry box and just put that down in the bottom of that dry box. Then whenever it looks like it's starting to get saturated, then I can just pour that silica gel out, throw it in the oven for a little bit, dry it back out, and then pour it back into the tub.
Yeah, that just seems like more work. That's what I like about those things is you just plug it in. No hassles.
Well, I don't have a big issue with moisture up here in Northwest Kansas, except for right now. You know, this time of year, it gets a little higher humidity, but that doesn't last long. By this time next month, it's probably going to be drier than a fart.
Yeah, see, we're getting more and more humid now. As much because I got the heat off now. I mean, when the heat's on in the winter, there's not much moisture in the air, but I shouldn't say that. It's still, I mean, I never drop below 40%, and I keep those. I've got one of those little weather box things. You know, it came with a little weather station you put on your desk. Right. The weather station itself broke, but the little remote unit has a readout on it. So I threw that in one of them. And I can usually keep them in, if I don't open it a lot, I can keep it in like the upper 20s, low 30s in that box, which is unheard of around here.
Right. 20s and 30s are normal for us in like June, July, and August.
You should be able to almost deal with nylons out in the open then.
Yeah, but like I said, this time of year, it's like last night we had an inch of rain in about 20 minutes. So it's a little humid today. But like I said, that's not going to last long.
No, it shouldn't.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what to do on my stream this afternoon.
Why? What are you streaming?
Huh?
What are you streaming? The Fun in the Country Basement's in like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to go up against them guys. That's like going up against Goliath.
It's not really going up against anyone. It's just,
no, it's just
I like to watch them.
I like to watch them, and
I like all three of those guys.
And plus the people who I would like to join my channel and start watching my streams are the exact people who watch them. So
yeah. Well, I just like the three of them, and I do it sporadically anyways. I'm not doing it for any particular reason other than it's something to do.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy watching them, especially when the old guy stuff starts flying around.
Yeah. It's just, they have good chemistry, the three of them is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Definitely works. Definitely works.
Which is really surprising because they're three very different people, you know what I mean?
Right.
You ever watch Top Gear, the original Top Gear?
Yeah. I used to watch it all the time.
The original three guys remind me of them, not because they're individuals, but because of their, matrix of attitude, the way they bounce off of each other.
Right.
I mean, obviously when they're picking on each other on Top Gear, or what's the one on Amazon now? The hell they name it? The Grand Tour. Because the three of them are now doing the Grand Tour. You can tell they're just, it's a big joke. It's not reality. They say crap like that to each other. I mean, I'm sure they do on reality too, because they probably pick on each other more than they do on. But you understand, it's like Glenn. I can bust on Glenn and know he'll take it as a joke. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Oh, was it you that sent him no. Were you the one that did the model of Walter on the pot? Was that
I
you?
did the original head. I did start to do that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you did the bobblehead part, right?
Yeah, well, I did one. I started one. I never finished it. That's as far as I got.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's Robbie Mac, but it wasn't Robbie Mac. Who was it? Can't remember. But somebody like finished it up, made it nice. They didn't.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
They stole the body, I guess, from something out of. I don't know. They took 3 or 4 different models and did the whole mix thing on Thingiverse. This is all mine.
Right.
But as you can see, the body's not, it's just rough.
Right.
I just did a print for a test because I knew I was going to have problems. You can hear it. It's knocking. I don't want it to knock. And since he did his, I kind of gave up on it because his looks so much better. I should finish it just because.
Yeah, well, like I said, some people wouldn't take that very well, I guess, but I thought it was good the way Walter was pretty proud of that thing when he got it.
Oh, Walter's good-hearted. I mean, he knows when we're busting on him jokingly, it's jokingly.
Right.
All 3 of them do.
Yeah.
Chris is just, you don't bust on Chris much because it's just, he'd just be like, yep, funny, haha.
That's because he's the Chris Riley.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that he can't take a joke. He just doesn't.
No, it's just that doesn't seem him. He just
doesn't respond really like,
he's the
Walter respond to the joke and push it further sometimes.
Yeah, he's the straight man of the trio.
Yeah, he's definitely the
the class.
They're all 3 like really great guys.
That and he's like the class monitor. He keeps the other 2 in line.
It's funny, he's the youngest and yet he's the most adult. He is.
Yep, I agree.
Glenn and Walter, I mean, Walter's he should be 16 still. And Glenn should be like 18 or 20.
Yeah. Well, I've learned a lot from him. That's for sure.
I mean,
well, let's see. I got my first 3D printer in January, and now I'm running out of room.
I've only got 3. And one of them isn't even running. I actually have 2 basically down, and the only one running is, believe it or not, the Frown King. Frown King is the only one running.
Yeah.
The one Glenn could not get running. Not that I blame him, because I probably put $100 or more into it.
Right.
I mean, what did I replace? The extruder arm, the extruder body, the bed travel, all the bed transport is all wheels now and on V-groove instead of the freaking stupid 8mm rod. Brand new board, brand new screen, all new fans.
You get a whole new printer there.
Basically.
Yeah, there's not much.
I'd say the frame is the only thing original, and even part of that I've replaced.
Yeah, so there's not even much taser face left there.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, the first one I got is this one back here in the corner, and Mike has started calling it the Woody. That's what it is. It's a wood frame. I ordered a printer for Christmas. Is basically what happened. I ordered a printer, and they sent me this thing, and it was not even close to what I had ordered. I actually had ordered an A-net, is what I ordered.
Ordered off a Wish.
Well, I just, I decided, I'm tired of. For like 3 years, I've been hearing about 3D printers, thinking about 3D printers, and finally, I was actually online looking at a classifieds ad about somebody who's close to me who had an A-net A8 that said he didn't have time to mess with it anymore, and he was selling it. Well, he never did respond back to me, so I just thought, okay, this is it. It's time to pull the trigger, and So I went online and ordered one, and they sent me that thing. Well, it was nothing like what I'd ordered. But the company who sent it to me, they didn't want it back at all. But they just refunded my money. That was it. So basically, it was a free printer. So
terrible. I mean,
no.
it's free parts. Nothing else. You can build something better out of it.
Well, but actually, surprisingly, it did quite well. After I got it running and got it put together and got the bugs worked out of it, it actually did quite well until I went to decide okay, I'm going to upgrade the bearings on it. That was where I went wrong. I upgraded the bearings and it was hanging up on the Y all the time. That
like the Angus bearings or whatever they are.
Actually, they're these. What are they? Let's see here.
I found the cheap Chinese ones work better than those Angus berries. I tried those for like a week, and it was just the draggiest, slowest moving.
Drylings, yeah,
whatever they are.
Yeah,
the bushing, not bearing.
Yeah, it's these right here.
Yeah, those things, the gray plastic.
Yeah,
I got rid of those as fast as I could. I didn't have them on there a week.
Well, actually, that one was the only one that had a problem with it. Because as soon as I got my ANET A8, I didn't even put the ball bearing ones on it. I just went straight to those, and it's been working just fine.
I can't stand them. They're drag. They don't change directions fast enough. The bearings, I'm going rollers.
Well, the thing I like about them is I don't have to lubricate them all the time.
Yeah, well, the same with the wheels. I'm going to all wheels. Anytime something goes wrong, I go to wheels.
Yeah. To me, that doesn't seem stable.
It's actually way more stable.
Yeah. Yeah, but how long of a wear do you get on those wheels?
I don't know. I use bearings like this in all my tools, and I get years and years and years out of all my construction tools, and they're basically the same bearing.
Yeah. Yeah, because my Delta over there is what it's got on it, and it hasn't done very much work, and it's already wearing the wheels down into the grooves a little bit more and a little bit more each time. And I've probably done
good Delrin. These are actual Delrin wheels. They're not cheap plastic. I have seen some that are like a cheap plastic, not even a nylon wheel, which is actually what's on the part of, and why I replaced the head on the Crown King is because they're like a cheap single bearing. I almost want to say they're cast PLA. I mean, it's just garbage plastic,
right?
Nylon or anything, and they're single bearing. That's the other thing. You got to get ones that are dual bearing,
right?
Which is one thing Creality and them have done well. Is the Creality wheels are actually really nice,
right?
These are open builds, which that's all open build wheels. I haven't had any problems with any of the wheels. The only problem I have with the wheels every once in a while is if it's again, I'm on the shore, there's a lot of dust and salt buildup. I'm literally in the water. I mean, I'm less than a mile from the sound, and I'll get buildup on the wheels that I got to just take like a paintbrush and brush it off, every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Bertram? I was going to join your little thing last night, and I went and clicked on it, and something happened, and next thing I know, I woke up at 2:00 in the morning.
And started designing a T-shirt, eh?
Yeah, I actually drew that on my pad. It like popped into my head. I was sitting there staring at the ceiling, and that popped into my head. And I literally like finger drew the concept on my pad here. And then this morning when I actually got up is when I did it in a proper art program.
Oh, well, we'll see how
I get a kick out of that. I don't know why. I think that's so funny. That is just like a great T-shirt. I'm going to have to order myself one. Were you on that late? Dude, I literally was, because you posted the link for the actual You can join in here too if you want, Mr. Bertram. Use the Hangouts. Actually, it should still be here. Come here. You can jump in here if you want. Yeah, I clicked on a link and something happened. I was actually in bed on my pad and I was gonna do like a mic thing where he's in the tub. I was gonna do it in bed and just sit there and like do a hangout with you guys for half an hour. And for some reason the link wouldn't work. So I was playing with the pad because I think my modem was actually down, which is why it didn't work. Next thing I know, I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning with my freaking iPad on my chest. I guess I was tired.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Lay down in bed and think I'm going to do something, and then wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Still got my glasses on. Time when it's scary is whenever I got like a drink or something in my hand, and I wake up and it's still in my hand, unspilled.
Yeah, it's so weird. I could not sleep with the slightest noise in the room growing up. I could have music playing. When I was little, I used to love like music playing, like soft, like classic rock, the soft. I don't know, classic rock, like soft rock, and even classical if it was soft classical. I could that would put me right out.
Right.
Growing up though, 20s, 30s, early 40s, could not have a sound in the room. The littlest, I mean, even still, I wake up at the weirdest noise. But now, if I start watching TV, if I'm in bed and I start watching a movie, I will not make it to the end of the movie. I will be fast asleep before the movie's over. Don't matter what time of day it is. No matter what's going on. I can't watch a movie straight through anymore. I start watching a movie, start watching TV. Within an hour, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess I'm getting old.
Happens to all of us. None of us can escape.
Yep. This did keep me up a little bit the other night. I was printing this, I don't know, night before last. And it took longer than I thought. It was like midnight it finished. And it kind of kept me up while it was printing. I kept falling asleep and waking up and falling asleep and waking up.
Well, yeah, I have problems with that sometimes when I'm kind of wanting to see something, how it's going, and I'll try to go to sleep and get some sleep, and then I'll keep waking up about every 30 or 40 minutes. I got to run in and check and look and see what's going on.
I wake up, I mean, ever since I broke my neck, I haven't been able to sleep more than a couple hours at a stretch anyway, so.
Yeah.
That was a weird thing. It's funny, I can't sleep through the night now, and I put one of my old garbage cans outside, and I started using it as a compost can just because, like, I'm not a gardener or anything, but if I put it in the trash and carry it down in the driveway, and when I can drop the can and throw it out in the yard and have grass grow out of it or something, you know?
Right.
But it's just an old kitchen garbage can that got beat up over the years, and I bought a new one 6 months ago and put that out there for the compost. And there's a skunk that crawls in it. But he's really cool about it. He like takes the lid off, crawls in, eats what he wants, and gets out. He doesn't like tip the can over and scatter it all over the place. So
yeah,
like,
well,
cool, dude. Eat all you want.
That's what a raccoon would do, is tip it over and spread it out across.
Well, that's what I expected, because the first night I heard him, because he comes like every night, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, he shows up. And I hear him knock the fucking lid off. Pardon my French. Knocks the lid off. We're gonna have to edit that out. Knocks the lid off and just like he literally crawls into it, and he just like sits there and picks at it and eats whatever he wants, and then he jumps out.
Well, he wants to
get over. Doesn't like, you know, some animals will like, you know, dig and throw the crap all over the place. No, I'm like, you want to go right ahead.
He knows he's got a good thing, so we don't want to be a bad guest.
Yeah, I guess. He don't make a mess or nothing. He doesn't knock anything over. Doesn't throw anything away. The only thing he does is knock the top off. Yeah. I just leave the top off, other than, I don't, you know, if it's raining or something, I don't want all the water in there. It's just, that's nasty. Yeah. I gotta get rid of it now anyways. It's like half full. It's beginning to start to stink. And it's right out, you know, it's right outside my kitchen door. So you open the kitchen door now that it's getting warmer, that I want to leave it open, and you don't want that thing coming through the door. No thanks.
Yeah, well, my compost doesn't have a chance to start composting. I got chickens. They don't let stuff lay around very long.
That's not bad either, though. I mean, again, I'm not like this ultra. I just thought about it and was like, why am I wasting all of this food and putting it in the regular garbage to drag it around? I have to take the garbage down more often in the driveway. It's just, I take the garbage out like once, twice a week now instead of like every other day.
Yeah.
Saves me.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that problem out here either. There's no taking the trash down to the driveway. We don't have a trash truck.
Oh, we got it here, but my driveway is like a half a mile long too. That's my other thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's mine's a good half mile long, but of course I'm 6 miles from my nearest neighbor.
Oh, that must be nice. Good for you. I got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there.
Yeah. My closest neighbor is about 6 miles.
I'm not like a city.
I don't see her very often either since her husband passed. I don't even see her out working in her yard anymore. So
yeah, it just sucks because when we built this house, there was one other house here, and that's it, within like 2 miles in any direction. And all in like the last 10 years, this place has boomed.
Yeah.
Most of these houses are 10, 20 years old. That one's 15 years old. They put a whole complex in next to us over here. There's like 30 or 40 houses. I mean, we're still not like packed. I mean, the minimum you can do in this area in town is 1.5 acres, and most people have 4 or 5 acre lots. So you're not like right on top of each other.
That keeps them from piling up on top of each other.
Yeah. I mean, but still, I used to be able to look out my window and, see trees and flowers and animals, and now I see roofs.
Yeah. Well, that's why I live where I do, because if I don't own it, then the neighbor that owns it is a farmer, and he don't want no houses planted on it either.
Yeah. I need to move.
Yeah.
My cousin actually called me the other night. He's like, come out here. And he just moved up to Wawa. Not just, probably been there 15 years. But he moved into Seattle, Washington. Him and his wife, he got divorced. They bought the house for like $120,000. He did some minor work to it, maybe, painted it, did some repairs to it. Well, I guess that place has turned into like this major mecca for internet geeky type of.
Oh yeah.
And he sold it for like $375,000.
I was going to say $120,000. He bought it for $120,000. That's been quite some time ago.
Yeah, and when he went, when he first got divorced and his wife took off on him, he's like, "Screw, I'll just sell the house. I'm probably going to break even." And he was having, she left and she actually made more money than he did. She was like a big medical, not a doctor, but something close. So she was making a boatload of money. He's always done chef, but he was trying to start his own business and making, weird little trinkets and stuff. He worked with wood, and he was going to try and start his own business and get out of the restaurant. He was like, screw it. I'll sell the house, and if I break even, I'll buy one of these mini houses, which he did. But it was like freaking the real estate agent came up and looked at his house and told him, $300 to $350 you'll get. And he's like, what? And she left thinking the same thing he did, so she just signed everything over to him and up and left. So she got screwed because she could have had half that money.
Yep.
She got nothing.
Yep. Oh, well, hey, he came out on the better end of that.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of funny because he was having all his problems and I was actually doing really well. And we've always kind of hung out, even as kids, because they used to live right down the road. So we were still trying to talk, but it just came. So I bought him a PlayStation, sent him a PlayStation back, almost 10 years ago. And we used to play PlayStation. That's how, instead of sitting on the phone, we'd, play video games and just BS while we're playing video games. We were never really serious about the video games. Well, he bought me a new PlayStation like 2 years ago because he wanted a new PlayStation 4. And it just died, and he called me up, and he goes, dude, I'm sending you a new PlayStation because we need to talk. Like, come on, man. He just bought the last one. I was like, no, it's all right. I got all kinds of money from the house. Whatever, man. Plus, he went back to work as a chef. He immediately got like this big, I guess it's a retirement society. It's one of those, it's not home. It's not a home. It's homes.
Oh, so basically a retirement community.
Yeah, they're all on like golf carts and everything, but he got head chef there and he's making darn good money, I guess, especially for that area. The economy there is better than it is here.
Yeah.
So
well, that sounds like a sweet gig.
He sold his house. He bought a brand new one of those, those micro houses they build now.
Right.
Where it's basically like one room with everything. It's basically a trailer when you get right down to it. Like,
yeah, that's basically all it is. It's just a camper with flair.
Yeah, basically. I mean, they're nicer, but yeah, it's just a camper trailer. But sold his house, bought like 20 acres up in the mountains. He's like, I still have a couple $100,000 laying around.
Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds.
Like, I'm gonna retire. His company trying to cut back, and he's like, "Look, I'm just playing an executive chef here. I really don't need to be here full time." He's got a underling, whatever you call him, sous chef.
Yeah.
That has been there almost as long as him now, knows what he's doing. He's like, I can come in, I can design your meals once a month because they try and change them up once a month, and he does real fancy design. He literally designs meals. Does all that. He goes, I can come in like 3 days a week. You guys don't have to pay me anymore. I'll take a pay cut because he gets salary. So like, I'll take a pay cut. I'll come in 3 days a week. He can run the shop for me. You don't have to fire anyone. I'll take a cut and you can keep all, because they were going to fire some of his underlings. He's like, no, I'll take. So he's working part-time, still making decent money. He just got a girlfriend, and I think they're getting married.
Oh,
she makes really good money.
Yeah,
she owns like a bar or something, or a chain of bars or something out there.
Yeah, no wonder he can afford to buy you a PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Still, I mean, it's just funny that life goes around in circles like that. But yeah, the other thing is he's like 35 miles out of town, where before he was like 6 miles from his job, and he had less time to get there.
Oh well, I believe it. I believe it, especially you said Seattle, right?
Yeah,
yeah, especially in Seattle. Last time I was there, just driving into Seattle was almost as bad as driving into Atlanta.
Yeah, no, he said he had a car and everything. He used to take the bus or a taxi because it was just easier than trying to drive. But driving or taking the bus was about the same amount of time. He says it's like a half hour, 40 minutes to do that, like 10 miles. It was just right around 10 miles. And he's like, you just can't get anywhere. It's one stoplight after another. And he goes, the property he's working at is just on the edge of Seattle. So even though he's 35, 40 miles away, it's a straight run into work. He gets off the highway and I guess it's right there. So it's like I'm actually spending less time in the car, even though I'm traveling 3 or 4 times as much.
Yeah.
Distance.
Yeah.
It's kind of screwy when you think about it.
Well, that's what I like about my job is my office is upstairs. Whenever I get upstairs, then that's my commute up the stairs. But work takes me I cover parts of 3 states. So I'm in eastern Colorado and up into Nebraska and western Kansas.
Do you truck the material around, or do you just install it?
Oh, I'm the guy that takes care of it, installs it, and maintains it. I make sure Google still keeps working.
So you're not doing huge. You're doing little. Small.
Yeah, I'm basically network operations transport tech. Is what I do. So I take care of the signal when it goes through my little corner of the world.
Yeah.
So
I actually bought my van from a company that used to run the actual cable through, cities and stuff like that.
Right.
It's a little Astro van, and everyone wonders why I won't get rid of it. Well, it's not your standard everyday Astro van because the company had 2 offices, one in Boston and one in New York, and they used my van to trug the wire back and forth. And when I say wire, we're talking like those things that you see sitting on the side of the highway. And it's an Astro van, and it used to have a lift, and they could put 2 rolls in the van, and that's all it would take.
Right.
But it's so heavy, it's a 1-ton Astro van.
Yeah. So that it can carry that weight.
Yeah, it was a special order. I mean, with nothing in it, it looks like a dragster. The rear end of it jacked up in the air like 6 inches.
Yeah.
I put weight in it. Everyone's like, how can you put all that in there? I fill it with all my tools and, because I do construction. I could put lumber in there and I fill it to the brim, and it like levels out and rides beautifully going down the highway.
Yep.
That's the other thing. It's the nicest riding van I've ever been in. It does not ride like a van because it's so heavily stiffened, and yet it's not stiff.
And plus, once you get all of that weight in there, it makes it more stable with that weight in there.
Honestly, even empty, it rides like a car, and it doesn't, like a van, you go around the corner and you're kind of like, here, you have the steering wheel now.
It doesn't have all that body sway on you.
Yeah, it doesn't do any of that, and it's smooth. I don't want to get rid of it. I mean, the thing's falling apart. It runs really good actually, but it's got lots of problems. It's the stupid overdrive transmission they put on it. It keeps kicking on for no reason. I'll be going down the highway at 65, 70 miles an hour. All of a sudden the overdrive will kick in, and the freaking tranny will downshift 3 gears.
Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't really hurt it because it's an 8-speed. That's it. It's got a automatic rear end. It's got a 2-speed rear end.
Yeah, but it plays havoc with your fuel mileage, though, I bet.
Oh, it gets 8-10 miles to the gallon, all it ever got.
Yeah. Yep.
Got good gas mileage. But I didn't buy it for gas mileage. I bought it for work.
Yeah.
And my tools are inside. Everyone's like, well, why don't you get a pickup truck? I don't want a pickup truck. Pickup trucks are a pain in the butt. You got to take your tools in. You got to take your tools out. If it starts raining, you got to cover your tools. In a van, I shut the door.
Yeah.
My tools are fine.
Well, and see, in order to accomplish that,
shut the door.
I have to pull a trailer to accomplish that, because I have a work trailer that I use, basically a converted panel trailer, and that's where my workspace is inside there.
Yeah, screw that. I'd rather have my van.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. It's, it's okay whenever I'm at a job site and I'm using it that way, but getting it to the job site sometimes it's not that much fun.
Yeah, not only that, at the job site, having to move it around, and probably not like I do, but I used to do. I haven't in a while, but I used to do big complexes, like apartment complexes, where there's 15 or 20 buildings with 100 apartments in each building, or one of them I did like 580 houses out on Long Island that I did with a company, and you got to move around. And you can't do that with a trailer. It's a pain in the ass. It's always in the way. It's always in somebody's way. Where the van, you get in it and you drive away.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, the reason why the trailer doesn't cause me that kind of problems is because everywhere I work at, there's nobody around. I'm out in the middle, literally out in the middle of fields. But it even becomes an issue whenever I'm like trying to get out into the middle of that field, like right now, we just had an inch of rain. There's no paved roads out here. The interstates are paved and the state highways are paved, but that's it. Nothing else is paved.
I got friends that live up in Vermont. I built their house for them up in Vermont. Built the addition after too. Oh God, 30 years ago we built their house. And they're up on a dirt road. And it's funny because we keep laughing because the plows don't go down his road. They don't plow his road. He gets like feet of snow, and all they do is dump buckets of sand on top of the snow.
Yep.
They don't even bother plowing.
Well, it's a losing battle. Actually, you're better off not plowing.
Yeah, well, that's
drive over the top, just get some traction to the snow on top, and then you're actually better off.
Well, their biggest thing was, they used to plow. They plowed every once in a while, like big storms they would plow, and everyone around was complaining because what it did was just build, the walls of snow. And when it melted, it made more mud. I mean, they still get mud, but if you leave the snow there and, you pack it down and everything is soft, the edge melts first.
Yep.
All that sand's mixed in, so it's just like pavement.
Yep, exactly. It actually adds to your road base.
Helps the slowest because it stays the most solid. I mean, they still get mud. Don't get me wrong; their roads turn to mud every spring. Right now,
but after the spring thaw and after you go through that initial month or so of mud,
there's less problems. So they just stop plowing. They just dump. I mean, they don't do like a little spreader like they do here. They literally take truckloads of sand and just throw it out on the road.
Yep. Yep.
They put it down probably a half, 3/4 of an inch thick on top of the snow.
Yep. Like I said, then that also, whenever it melts down, it goes right down into the road base.
Part of the road.
Yep.
They don't sweep it up. They don't do anything. They just leave it there. It's all, and it's not like sand. It's more like gravel. They put like gravel down. It's not sand. Again, it's not sand like they use here in Connecticut and just kind of spread it on the top of the surface. They put down their little like pea stone.
Yeah, unfortunately, gravel here is quite expensive. Quite expensive. So
gravel up there is cheap.
Well, but that's because you got gravel quarries that are close by.
I was just gonna say there's one like a mile from his house.
Yeah, see, our closest gravel quarry, I think, is probably 250 miles away.
Yeah, you're out the true Midwest, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're out in a tornado alley.
Oh, right in the middle of it.
So you can get in your house and just drive away from the tornado?
Well, sometimes the tornado can help you move your house. No. But hey, I got a basement. As long as my 3D printers are down here in the basement, I'm safe.
Yeah, I think if I lived there, I'd build one of those like hobbit hole houses where you're in the ground. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we got a few of them.
So the tornado goes right up and over your house.
Yeah, there's a few of them. So, but for the most part, like this house here, built in 1942.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Gets hit by a tornado.
I think my wife would actually like that.
Time for a new house.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's the other thing with our spot. Even though I'm right on the water, we're in it's almost like a hat, like my hat.
Yeah.
We're like this island, and it's swamp, rivers, and everything all around our island. There's like the 3 houses right here, and it's swamp all around it. The shore is right on the front, but we have this massive train track build up because we're in a little bit of a bowl, and then our houses are all up on this little island in the middle. Well, the island's like, I mean, my driveway rises like 75 feet. Like you hit my driveway and you go up this massive hill to get to the house. We've gotten so many of the hurricanes. I mean, they've hit right here, and this house is always here. We hardly ever lose power because we're protected on all sides.
Yeah.
So there's land rising up above us everywhere, and yet we're high enough so that all the flooding and everything happens below.
Yeah. That works.
We've never had any damage to this house on a hurricane other than we've had a few like TV antennas knocked off the roof back in the 70s.
Yeah, well, that's because they're sticking up there out in the middle of everything.
Yeah, well, we used to have the big 12-foot satellite dishes up there too.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, stayed there. They were actually one of the best.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So all you do with those things is people don't realize, you got the dish. All you do is point it straight up. When the hurricane won't touch it. It actually, the hurricane, the wind, it's like a reverse wing. It actually pushes it down onto the roof.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah,
I remember the old, I don't know if you guys ever did the old original massive satellite, not the stupid little DirecTV now. Them old ones, when you first got them, you could watch like anything from England or, oh my God, you could watch like war video live, like real live war videos.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
of it's kind of gruesome.
Well, that was back in the day of early satellite
Yeah.
dishes when they didn't have everything restricted on their channels and what
Well,
channels you could tune to.
satellite companies. You just got the satellite dish and, ESPN free.
Yeah, whatever was broadcast.
Satellite, and I had ESPN.
Yeah, whatever was hitting the satellite, you could pick it up.
Yep.
I remember those days. That's how we used to get free HBO because I actually lived in Denver, just outside of Denver, and everything was broadcast off of satellite to the towers that were on the top of the mountain, and then they were pointed at the TV stations. Well, we were right there in between the TV stations and the transmitting tower, so all we had to do was set up an antenna and be able to pick that signal up.
Yep. Yeah, we used to get HBO, and not only did you get HBO for free, but you got HBO East, West, Mid, freaking Atlantic, and like 10 HBO's showtimes, all free.
Yeah. Oh, I just got my notification.
For
Fun in the Country Basement. 30 minutes.
I gotta actually. Oh, my email's open. Why didn't I get one?
I'm actually surprised that I got it.
It popped up on my screen. It just popped up just you said that 30 minutes.
Yeah, I usually get it like 45 after it starts. It's like the notification for your stream. I didn't get it until you were quite a ways into it. In fact, whenever I popped in on the stream, that's when I got the notification.
Yeah. I don't pre-schedule usually. Sometimes I do. But most of the time I just pop on, especially now. My time's so limited.
No, come on. Why are you all locked up over here?
Only gonna go play with Dad once today. I might go later tonight, but need a break. Did I lose you?
No, I don't know what's going on here.
You just lost your camera. It's all right. I'm probably gonna kill it because I want to get some munchies and crap like that, and then watch the goofballs.
What just happened there?
I don't know. Your camera went, Mr. Internet freaking guy. Yeah, that's good advertising for you. I can't even keep my own internet working.
Well, every time Walter's all complaining about his phone company, I kind of feel bad for him because that's the same company I work for.
Is it? Who do you work for?
Huh? Say that? CenturyLink.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, we don't even have them around here.
We're
all Comcast in this area, Optimum out in Long Island and some of Connecticut, and then the other one is no, I can't think of the name of it. There's only like 3 of all of them in Connecticut. It all depends on what town you're in, like any of that crap.
Yeah, well, see, we're not as big into that. See, I actually carry Comcast traffic. So we're more of the transport part. We're not as much of the local stuff.
Yeah. We used to be Adelphia before Comcast bought them out, and everyone was like, "Oh, Adelphia's terrible." It's like, why? It always worked. Yeah, they were a lot more limited in channels, but it was the junk you don't want anyways. All the weird freaking garbage channels. It's like Adelphia always worked. It just worked. It was a clear picture. It was nice. Comcast bought them out. Price like tripled. The service is half as much.
Oh yeah. It's like with me, I get DirecTV. But they were just taken over by AT&T like about a year ago.
Yeah, which makes them worse.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, DirecTV got bad. I had DirecTV way back when they first. My brother used to sell DirecTV because they were they took over the original big satellite dishes. RCA used to do one of the big satellite dish services.
Right.
And Dish TV bought them out and then came out with the little ones. My brother worked for RCA. And we started pulling it, and they were great. The TV was awesome in the beginning, but it had two problems. One, it was really hard to set up because here, as far north as I am, it's hard to get a satellite at all at the time. It's not so much now, but back, we're talking, God, 20 years ago, I think now. And
back 20 years ago, they only had 3 satellites across the U.S.
Yeah, it was hard to get one. And every time it rained or you had a storm, like if you had a really bad snowstorm, and what do you want to do? Sit inside and watch television? You had no television.
Yeah.
Because the storm blocked the satellite. That's the biggest thing with satellite. Everyone's like, oh, I love my satellite except for when it storms. But when it's storming, it's when I want to watch TV the most.
Yeah. Yep, that's a problem that we have out here.
Yeah. Same with Comcast. Comcast went to the cloud DVRs. Sounds great. Number one time I want to watch my DVR is when the internet's down because of some storm.
Yeah.
TV's down. You used to get a DVR, you could still watch TV as long as you had power. Even if the cable went out, you could still watch something you recorded. You can't do that anymore because it's all cloud-based. It's not actually in your home anymore.
Yeah.
You lose your cable, you lose your DVR. Why? Why do they do that?
Well, actually, the reason why they do that is because pirates.
Yeah, it saves them money. It's not even
it's pirates.
They don't have to give you an actual hard drive in your freaking box anymore.
Right. Yeah. But hard drives are actually pretty cheap now. They don't cost as much as what they used to. The problem with them is then people can disassemble the box and take the hard drive out and actually hack the videos that are DVR'd. And
you know what? People that do that kind of thing, that have that kind of technology and are willing to go through, do it anyways. They find other ways around it.
Yeah. It's just a matter of finding a different way of
making everybody else miserable.
Yeah,
it's like these passwords that are just getting ridiculous now.
Oh yeah.
Person that's going to remember all that crap is someone hacking. You know what you've done? You've made it easier for someone to hack me now because I got to write it all down somewhere.
You got to write all your passwords down.
Yeah. Or save them. I have them all saved on my computer. You hack my freaking computer, you got everything you need from me.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And then once you get to where you remember those passwords and you don't have to keep looking at the crib sheet,
they make you change it.
They'd make you change it. Yep.
You got to be kidding me. Who remembers that crap?
Oh, like I said, there's no way you can get around it. So
I have like 4 passwords. I have one that I use for all my crappy internet, just goofball, Facebooky. So if someone hacks it, they're not going to get anywhere but into my social media. Basically, my social media password. I have one for my bank. I have one that's separate for Comcast. And then I have like a total BS. Like I go on, there's something I want to look at, but I don't want to attach it to me. I'll go on and make a fake Google account.
Yeah.
Just for that one time, I'll make a one-time Google account and, screw you, scumbag, spammer, gmail.com.
Yeah.
I have a password I use for, all of those. So if I ever do want to go back and look at something, I can always still get into it. I don't have to think about what that password was. But that's it. I got those 4 passwords.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, I got 5 because I got a separate one for PayPal now too.
Oh, I don't even remember my PayPal. My computer does, but I don't.
No, see, I won't let it autofill.
There's too many because of the fact that I just can't keep up with all the passwords. At some point, you just finally okay. It's easier to just go ahead and let it do that, and then the computer remembers.
My problem with autofill and PayPal now is there's robbery, scammer type sites now that will pretend, oh, would you like to pay for this with PayPal? Think about like a GearBest. It's not GearBest, but one of those Chinese sites. Oh, wouldn't you love to buy this at a great price? And then you go in and you go to pay for it with PayPal. Well, it doesn't actually bring you to PayPal. It just brings you to their little make-believe PayPal. And you enter all your crap. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll ship this to you. And sometimes they actually ship it to you. They still have all your PayPal information. They rob all your money.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you get like a $5,000 charge for that, 3D printer hot end you ordered for $12.
Well, that better be a good hot end.
Well, the good thing, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of PayPal, but I gotta say, every time I've been burned by someone through PayPal, it takes a while. It usually takes a couple of months, but if you fight them through PayPal, PayPal backs you up every time.
Yep, I know, and that's why I use PayPal for pretty much everything. The only thing I can't use PayPal with is when I order something from Prusa. That's the only thing I can't use PayPal on.
Really? I can't use my credit card anymore. My credit card, they sent it. It's been a couple of years now, but who was I ordering from? I don't know. One of the Chinese companies. I can't do anything from Alibaba. What's the other big one that they order from? Kind of like the Chinese eBay.
The only ones I use is AliExpress and
I can't do AliExpress. I can't do Wish. My bank sent out a thing that says these are no longer acceptable through our cards. Find other ways to pay it, because they've gotten so many returns and complaints, and they're just like, we're not going to allow it. AliExpress is the biggest ripoff.
Problem I have with AliExpress is it takes so long to get something. I thought Prusa took a long time to get something. No, they don't even hold a candle to AliExpress. AliExpress, I order it now, and I won't have it before. I'll have it 2 months. Take 2 months to get it.
Yeah. See, GearBest and Banggood and all those used to be that way too, and they've gotten way better. But AliExpress, I used to order a lot through them because I used to be the president of Mountain Biking Association local here, and we used to order bike parts through them all the time. I got so many knockoff cheapies. I mean, I got one. I don't know if you know who Easton is, but they're a big mountain bike manufacturer of real high-end stuff. We ordered a couple of Easton carbon fiber handlebars. They were like half the price. We're like, wow, these are nice. Well, I got one, and a friend of mine got one, and he broke his within like a week. So he called Easton, because it says Easton all over it, labels. And we emailed Easton, and they're like, that ain't ours. All the labels are wrong. If you look at it, I mean, it's really close, but if you look at it, there's like logo changes and all that. They're like, that's not ours. And we're like, oh, crap. And they wrote us back like 2 days later and said, you know what? We want it. We want to know who's doing it, because their manufacturer they have in China has a do not compete clause that they made them sign. They want to know copying it. So they're like, look, you pay to ship that one to us. We will send you a brand new real one. And they did. They sent my friend. I got rid of mine. I just threw it out because I didn't want the damn thing. And once I found out it was a knockoff, but they sent him a brand new, actually an upgrade. He had the EA70 and they sent him an EA90. And he's like, thank you. We're going to check into this. We're going to find out who's, cloning our stuff, because they're not supposed to be able to, even though it's in China, because they had I don't know, they did some paperwork. So the manufacturer wasn't allowed to copy them.
Yeah, well,
China.
I think any manufacturer who actually goes to China to do their manufacturing in China and expects someone in the either Chinese government or someone in China to not try and clone or copy or anything like that, I think they're foolish to think that they're not going to try and do that. So the only way to keep that from happening is just keep the manufacturing in the States.
Yeah, or use Japanese. Japanese are big anti-cloners.
Yeah, well, it didn't always used to be that way.
Huh?
Didn't always used to be that way. It used to be the Japanese were just as bad.
Japanese were good at copying each other, not cloning. There was a difference, though.
Yeah.
They'd make a similar product, but they did not try and make it, they wouldn't slap your logo on it and then change your name on it a little bit to make it not your product so you couldn't,
Yeah.
I mean, when you get right down to a Honda, a freaking Toyota, and Nissan Acura originally. What the hell were they before that?
Datsun.
Yeah. They were all basically the same car when you got right down to it.
Yeah.
But they didn't say, they didn't go, oh, this is a Toyota, or, this is a Chevrolet, or, they said, hey, we're Datsun, and they changed, you know what I mean? They weren't direct cloning crap like the Chinese do.
Yeah.
And hey, whatever. I mean, the Chinese are doing it because they can.
Oh, what's Robbie Mack doing here with this secret handshake here?
Oh, him and Mr. Budrum, they do that. They're like, I don't know. Beginning to wonder if they're a little off. Two of them are a little strange.
Isn't that the short definition of 3D printers? Aren't we all a little off?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to need to jump off here.
That's the perfect way to put it. Bromance.
Oh, there we go. Bromance.
I'm getting they can take the bro part out and just call it romance and be done with it.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have to get off here. Got a couple of things I want to do before the basement comes on.
Yep.
So if anybody wants to jump on my stream this afternoon, I think I'm going to try and turn the Woody, put the extrusion frames on the Woody, see how that goes. So
it just sounded so raw.
Well, Mike started calling it the Woody.
Oh crap!
Yeah, Mike started calling it the Woody, and it kind of stuck. But it's been sitting over there in the corner, and I'm tired of it sitting over there in the corner. It needs to go back to work. And the only way I'm going to do that is put a better frame on it. So
yeah, I got to fix my freaking. I don't know what's wrong with the Max Micron, but I need that back because it's still by and far the best printer I've ever had. And that thing is just awesome when it's running right, but it's making all kinds of noise. And that thing blew the freaking power supply.
Yeah, worst thing about 3D printers is when they're not working. Because right now I have 5 3D printers behind me here, and right now only 3 of them are working.
You need to get like the I'm tired of the swinging beds. I'm going to go to all box frames. I think my next one, I'm actually thinking of getting rid of these 2 and getting like an Ender 5.
Yeah. Well, I've got a Mark 3S down here, still in the box. I haven't put together yet, so I got to get on that one.
See, that's one of the few sliding bed printers. I would have that thing out of the box and built in like a speed of lightning.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen this week after I get the Woody on a metal frame.
Screw the Woody. Build the MKS.
Yeah, well, I got the other Mark 3S over here. It's been printing the whole time.
You need a boxed one. You don't need it, then. Come on.
I'll send you pictures of it. How's that?
Yeah, thanks. That'll do people a lot of good. All right, I'm gonna kill it, guys.
All right, good chatting with you.
Later, guys.
Yeah.